My name is Stephen Livingood, and this is SkyRide.
Here at SkyRide, our plan is to create an easier luxury taxi experience. With SkyRide, we can ensure a quicker travel time compared to the average taxi, all while enjoying the sights of the skies above. Our top-of-the-line design promises a comfortable and safe ride.
So for the criteria, it has to be vertical takeoff and landing to ensure that it can land and uplift in the city. It has to be quiet so as not to disturb the peace of civilians. It has to be environmentally friendly, have about 4 passengers, and abide by the Federal Aviation Administration certification and all air traffic regulations.
Before we started our design, we looked into other air taxis that people had started making, and we researched 2 mainly. One of them was the vertical aerospace air taxi called the VA-X4. It's a vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. It's electric powered. It's got 8 propellers that lift it up into the sky and let it take off. And it's almost completely silent while flying. It's been approved by 2 of the biggest governing bodies for flight in the European Union. The second air taxi we looked into was the Archer air taxi. It's powered by a lithium-ion battery. It's got 12 propellers instead of 8, and they use computational fluid dynamics analysis to make sure it's as aerodynamic as humanly possible. It also has a bunch of different sensors that allow it to be completely autonomous.
For our control system prototype, we wanted to control it remotely. Remote controls would send radio signals to the drone, which would tell it what to do. For our air taxi, the actual model, it will be flown by a pilot, moving towards completely autonomously.
As for our planned routes, we plan to stay in the Long Island area of New York. Specifically, we want to target airports such as the JFK Airport, the Republic Airport, or the Long Island Airport. For the most part, that's going to be a large traffic area, and it's going to increase the need of our service, which is why we think it's a good testing area.
So this is our prototype. We put a lot of work into it. I'm talking, we built the thing out of cardboard. We got a drone kit. We wired everything up, including 4 brushless motors, 4 electronic speed controllers, and a flight controller, and a 7.4 volt LiPo battery. We had to outsource the soldering a little bit because most of us weren't super experienced with that, and we had to get advising from a senior design professor, Professor Simon Esau. I met with him 4 or 5 times over the course of the last week or so, and he gave some good advice. Ultimately, we had to throw out our old flight controller, and he loaned us some parts to help fix that. In the end, it looks like we have a drone that's too heavy for the propellers to lift it, and we are doing the ethical thing and removing it from the supply line until we can fix that issue. Thank you.